Hello and welcome to EUProfiles. My name is Bryce Ward, and with me today is my very special guest. He's the new RD of Scott Hall. Please welcome Jared Chatfield.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you, Bryce?
I'm doing all right. So you're the new RD. Can you tell me, how did you end up with this position? How did you end up as the new residence director of Scott, basically?
Yeah. Well, I was an Evangel student from 03 to 07. In that time, I did get to know Gina Rensler, director of community life here at Evangel, and at the time there was RA openings, and I said no, I don't want it. It just was too much in my schedule, and so I told Gina no. And after several years, she reminded me I had forgotten about this, to apply for the Scott Hall RD position, I think 2 or 3 times before this, and every time I said no, just because it didn't work out in my life situation. But she contacted me this summer and said, I want you to think and pray about applying for this. So I did, and thanks to just kind of some situations in my life that were changing, it just kind of worked out. So I felt the Lord's leading in this, so I did. I applied and interviewed and got the position. I'm excited to be here. It's been a fun job so far.
That's really awesome, and we're very excited to have you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Now, you had a few weeks here with the guys in Scott.
Yep.
Can you tell me just kind of some of your thoughts so far?
Well, it's a great group of guys. A lot of fun. S2S, your floor is particularly dramatic, but fun.
We try our best.
Yes, yeah, right. But no, it's really great. I've always felt called. First of all, I feel like I've got a gifting for teaching. I love teaching. I'm passionate about the Old Testament and archaeology, the history of the ancient world. But I also have sort of a pastoral overlay to that I really care about mentoring and discipling students. And I feel like this is a great opportunity where I kind of get to do all of it. Unfortunately, I'm not in the classroom, but I do get opportunities to know what you guys are studying and kind of help you, come alongside you guys and support you. And just already I've gotten to know so many incredible students with crazy, awesome life stories, and it's just great being a part of your all story.
That's really cool. Now, you mentioned you kind of like having an influence on the guys. What are some other ways that you particularly want to bring new ways and new things into Scott Hall? What's something that you want to leave as your mark at Scott?
Ways I want to leave a mark in Scott. Well, I mean, there's just kind of practical things. I really think Scott Hall is unique. For one, I mean, a unique group of guys, but it has a basement. None of the other residence halls have a basement. So we're working with the Hall Council and trying to figure out ways that we can set that up and use that in creative ways, good ways that are, good, clean fun, that will also be, kind of leave a legacy for the hall and stuff. But mostly, and this is kind of a cliche answer, but it's an honest one, is just that we each in our roles have ways of expanding the kingdom of the Lord, and I want to see His kingdom grow in Scott Hall, and whether that means I leave a mark on it or everyone forgets about me, that's all right. You know what I mean? So I want it to be a place where guys can feel safe, they have a home, they have a place where they can grow in the Lord as they grow in their studies and their academics and grow in their relationships to one another. So I'd really love to see Scott Hall fulfill that mission.
Yeah. Well, I know I can say I speak for in Scott Hall when we say we're really excited to be using that basement. I think we're just about out of time for today. So thank you for being here with me.
Yeah, thank you, Bryce.
My name is Bryce Ward. This has been Jared Chatfield, and this has been EUProfiles. We'll see you next time.